Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the established 1982 podcast, the geek culture podcast hosted by responsibly irresponsible adults that have loved video games, comic books, movies, and TV ever since 1982. This is the Lawnsman, Wally Analog,
and the gatekeeper, Rolls Royce.
Yes, the gatekeeper of civility and order. That's what he's maintaining here, because Lord knows there is a need for it. Whenever I get on the mic. Have you missed us? It's been a minute.
It has.
Yeah.
You've been gallivanting around the country. Not the country, out of the country.
Out of the country. Yes. Celebrating my 50th birthday in South America. Colombia. Cool. No, I wasn't in cool. No. It was a good time. Me and my boy, my best friend in the world, best man at my wedding, Joe is my man, and he turned 50 during the week I was there. So our birthdays are just a month apart, and so we just kind of did it as a joint 50th birthday celebration. It was a good time.
Where'd you see? All kinds of stuff.
Man, the food. Oh my God, dude! They had this dish. It was this spicy rice with shrimp in it. Man, I forgot what it's called. But man, you could have put a pail of that stuff in front of me, and I would have eaten it, dude. And for some reason, their pancake syrup is on something else. It has spoiled me for what I don't know what they're putting in.
Like pure cane sugar or something?
I don't know what it is. I don't know. That's
pure
cane. They put that coca in it.
No. What's like the difference between like? They call it Mexican Coke, but it's Coca-Cola.
But you know what, man? I don't
like
know.
Real sugar cane.
I had what tasted like old regular Coke Zero. So I didn't have any of the if it was there, I didn't have
right.
Any. But yeah, I was too busy drinking mimosas at brunches and all kind of other stuff. And then, man, it's just the culture there, man. It's so different, man. Because a person of color is right at home there, right? Because that's really all there is there,
right?
And there's a sense of peace and family, and man, it was like nothing I've ever felt before.
Man, it's cool.
So I encourage everybody to go to South America or somewhere, so that especially those of us people of color, man, just go there and experience the difference between here and America.
Wow.
Yeah. I won't get into my soapbox about racism and that like that, but just go if you want to feel like a member of the family for real.
Right.
So without going into all that, it was a good time.
And last thing, man, how does it feel to unlock the milestone? 50 years.
You know what? I'm just glad to
see the achievement.
Man,
achievement achieved.
Yes, yeah. Because it's an accomplishment these days, man.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm very thankful for it, man. I'm here. I'm still here for my family. I'm still for my homies, and so it was a good time, man. There's some things that come with 50, but I'm glad. And with each year, I'm a bit angrier and more of a curmudgeon.
Oh boy. Yes.
We'll get into it. But before we do that, let us do a little bit of housekeeping. We are the EST 1982 podcast, and you can find us on that page, est1982podcast.com. You can also find us on Instagram, and our Instagram is EST 1982 podcast. That is also our tag on Facebook, EST 1982 podcast, and on Patreon, of course, patreon.com/EST 1982 podcast, where you can pledge as little as $1 in addition to the time that you spend listening to this podcast. If you want to keep it on, keep the lights on here, we're so very appreciated. But we also appreciate your time as much as your money, and that's real talk. Because time, as I've turned 50, you begin to realize time is more important. And
for sure.
If you're willing to give us your time, we do not take that for granted, nor do we take that lightly. So we thank you for both money and the time that you spend on the 1982.
Yeah, and it helps us develop some more exclusive content and stuff. We got to get back to that.
Yes, we got to get back to that. So we can give those who are our patrons, supporters, those exclusive bits of content.
Speaking of which, I got good news.
We got a new one in here,
Yeah.
and we're gonna shout you out, Mr. David Cream. Thank you so much for becoming a Patreon supporter.
Cream rules everything.
Cash
around
rules everything around me. Cream, giving us money, dollar bill, y'all. thank you, sir. As well as Mr. Nuts. We got Mage TV, aka Militant Billy, is in the house. We got Jason Latham as a supporter. Willis Kelly, Carrie Ledbetter, Brandon King, aka Enigmatic 52. Terrence, don't call me Richie Rich. Tori Moore. We got the Stories for Nerds in the building. Jason Turan, Jamie the Chic Geek Jermaine, and Misha Rowland. Thank you so much for the time and the money that you have spent on this podcast. And without any further ado, before we start talking about this Ant-Man, we're a little late. Before we start talking about the Ant-Man and giving our thoughts, we want to get to the news with Rolls Royce. The news.
Yeah, so I'm going to just do one big article.
One big article.
So it just seems that geek culture has dominated the Oscars
Geek
this
culture
year.
and a bit of 80s nostalgia.
Exactly.
A little bit.
So in relation to the recording of this podcast, the Oscars will arrive on Sunday, March 12th, and I just want to read a list of the different bits of geek culture different properties of geek culture that have hit the Oscars. So Everything Everywhere All at Once leads the nominees this year, and this is a 95th annual Academy Awards with 11 nominations. That's nuts.
Yeah,
yeah.
I need to look up what are the categories. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, oddly enough, and I know that sounds like hate, but Top Gun Maverick has 6 noms, and Wakanda Forever has 5. Yeah.
Okay.
So here it goes.
Okay.
And I'm just naming the geek culture properties in this category. There's other movies, but we're geek culture, so we're just going to talk about those.
That's correct. That's correct.
For Best Picture, Avatar: Way of Water, Everything Everywhere, and Top Gun Maverick.
Okay, and this is Best Picture?
Yeah, Best Picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. Best Directing,
What's up?
Everything Everywhere. Another nom.
It's getting busy.
Yeah. Best Actress in a Leading Role, Michelle Yeoh for Everything Everywhere.
There she is. She's
there's other actresses.
She's everywhere.
Yeah, she's everywhere.
And doing everything.
Best Actor
That's correct.
in a Supporting Role,
Okay.
Ki Hui Kwan.
Okay.
Yep, for Everything Everywhere.
All right.
All right, Best Costume Design.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Of course.
Ruth
Carter.
Miss Ruth.
Yes. Wakanda Forever. And then Shirley Kurata for Everything Everywhere.
What in the world?
They like not the Golden State Warriors this year,
But yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Best Sound, Avatar, The Way of Water, The Batman. Was that Michael Giacchino? With the and then Top Gun Maverick.
Top Gun represent, man.
Yeah. Best Original Score, Everything All at Once.
Everything, yeah.
Best Adapted Screenplay. And this is interesting. This is coming from Netflix. So Glass Onion and Knives Out Mystery. And they had some premieres, in the cinema. So I guess that qualified it as well. So, and then Top Gun Maverick. Best Original Screenplay, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Best Original Song, Hold My Hand from Top Gun Maverick with Lady Gaga and Blood Pop. Lift Me Up from Black Panther, Wakanda Forever with Tim's, Rihanna, Ryan Coogler, and Ludwig Göransson composing that one.
Word.
Not Two from the movie RRR. And then, and it's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's
okay.
It's a Bollywood.
Film?
Yeah, it's a Bollywood film.
Yeah.
And This Is a Life. Ryan Lott, David Byrne, and Mitski.
And then not to M.M.
Keeravani, yes. Okay. Right. All right, and then best makeup, Batman.
Mm-hmm, the Batman.
Yeah, and then Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
The Batman got in there because you didn't even recognize Colin Farrell. The makeup was so good.
Exactly.
Dude, they should just go ahead and just pass that on.
Give it to him. Yeah. Let him accept the
award.
Right,
let him go up there as the penguin.
Right, yes. Best production design, Avatar: Way of Water hit that nomination. And then best visual effects, Avatar: Way of Water, which, I mean, come on.
Yeah. I mean,
we know what's going to happen here. Yeah, we know what's going to happen here.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if any other of these movies would knock Avatar out of the water. No pun intended for this. Avatar: The Way of Water, The Batman, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and Top Gun Maverick.
The Batman is probably the cheapest one out of all those.
Basically.
At $100 million.
Right.
So that would be like money well spent if somehow they would. I don't foresee it happening. Right. I don't know how you can't give it to Avatar, but man, visual effects on a street level.
Yeah, and Top Gun was pretty good.
Yeah, not a lot of mind blowing special effects.
I mean, except for the penguin,
stuff.
Right?
Yeah,
right. I'm trying to think what I mean.
Like, what is visual effects? Is that?
I guess the flooding, I guess, and all that stuff. I guess how they pulled that off. I don't know. Like
that car chase was pretty effective, though. That car chase did a lot. I mean, it
seemed like they did a. Well, I guess that would count as visual effects. I mean,
yes, I guess that's the question. What constitutes visual effect?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I would assume that it's the stuff coming out of the computer, the 3D modeling and merging it with real life, and then it feels seamless. Mm-hmm. When it comes to Avatar.
Not a lot of that in Batman.
Right. Well, no, I would say there's some, like they didn't flood a city, What
I'm saying? I mean, but Avatar from front to back.
I mean, gosh, yeah, that was all VFX. So it's like, okay.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
It's like, come on, y'all. Like, what are we doing? Yeah.
Right. A lot of money.
Yeah, so I mean, this is amazing. I mean, we are living a golden age where, like, none of these movies would have made it to the Oscars back in the day.
No, man,
not at all. Mm-mm. So I think that's an amazing thing, and that's our news.
Yeah, keep your eyes out on the 95th.
I actually might watch the Oscars this year.
Yeah.
I mean,
who's gonna get slapped this year?
Oh boy, oh boy,
whack. All right,
just don't bring up.
Just leave it alone.
Leave it alone. Yeah. All right.
All right.
Wanted that to die. Just I was scarred. These past few years have been scarring. Just
a little bit.
Yeah. Just pandemic, bit. And then the
folks coming out of the pandemic, wilding.
Right. Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah. All righty. Well, now get down to the business at hand.
Yes. Late registration.
Yes, the real late registration. I know y'all probably been waiting on what we felt about the first installment of the MCU of 2023 in the theater, right? No. Yeah. Because Wakanda Forever was 2022.
Correct.
So this is the first of this year,
starting phase 5.
Yes, a new phase is here.
The multiverse.
We have finally come out of phase snore into whatever this is. I don't know. I need to come up with a moniker for 5 because it started off quite interesting with this Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. A film we were all excited for because it was to be the introduction of the new dude to contend with as far as antagonists go in Kang the Conqueror, played by one excellent actor. The dude is in everything and killing it in everything he's doing, Jonathan Majors.
Right.
And we were looking forward to this movie. A new phase. We were trying to see. It was interesting that they would introduce someone of this magnitude in a movie of someone who was a D-lister for the most part. And if it had not been for Avengers and Civil War and all this Endgame and all this stuff, he'd be an afterthought. Street level Ant-Man with no real powers other than his suit can allow him to grow and shrink. But we loved it because Ant-Man 1 and 2 were hilarious. The comedic chemistry between those that were cast was spot on.
Right.
Well-placed comedy.
Yes.
I skipped Ant-Man. I literally didn't go to see it because the first one is it that I'm talking about.
Yes.
Until after Civil War, I was like, Ant-Man. Wasn't invested. But then I was missing out on some of the stuff, a few pieces and references to Ant-Man that I missed. So I was like, okay, this is a thing. The MCU making you go back and so I say all that to say Ant-Man I'm not really interested in it, but they made me interested. So we were looking forward to this movie. As we normally do, would you like to give the synopsis as of Quantumania?
Yeah, so Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, in the film, which officially kicks off Phase 5 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Scott Lang and Hope Van Dyne return to continue their adventures as Ant-Man and the Wasp. Together with Hope's parents, Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne, the family finds themselves exploring the quantum realm, interacting with strange new creatures, and embarking on an adventure that will push them beyond the limits of what they thought was possible. And Jonathan Majors, as you mentioned, joins the adventure as Kang the Conqueror. So, yes.
And Kang was set up, for those of you who are not as in the know, he was set up initially, in the Disney Plus television series Loki. And so we kind of got a glimpse into what we were to expect from someone such as Kang, which is everything, actually. We don't know what to expect. You might get various iterations of Kang as explained, right? I mean, he's got many variants, as he highlighted. And so we were looking forward to seeing what we would see in this movie. And so we did. And initial reactions, would you like for me to go first as far as what we thought of it initially?
Yes, sir.
All right, I would like to go first. All right. So in the name of the gatekeeper, civility and order, so I tried to emulate him as much as I can, because quite honestly, there aren't enough Rolls Royces in the world. He maintains positivity and even keel. He looks for good in all things. So as I turned 50, I tried to hate less. Well, no, I'm not going to hate any less, but I'm going to try to be more understanding and positive in certain areas. So I would like to point out the positive.
So are you saying that your arms are not as folded as tightly while you're sitting in the movie?
Oh, they're folded, but I just need to highlight the positives.
I gotcha.
And in this case, there was one positive in this entire movie.
Okay.
Jonathan Majors.
Yes.
My God. Man, that dude can act. That guy can act, man. And he's played all kinds of stuff, man. I mean, it doesn't matter what he's playing.
Let me ask you this. When you saw him in Lovecraft Country, did you get an inkling?
Yeah, he was a good actor. It's just that towards the end of that series, it started off great, but it fell.
But just acting ability.
Yeah, him as an actor, the acting in that series was stellar. Everyone was good.
Everyone was good. Yes.
I'm talking about everybody, and it's just the story fell off the cliff at the end, and when they announced it wouldn't come back, I wasn't upset about it like everybody else. But that's another story. Jonathan Majors is that dude, man, and I was waiting on his scenes. Let's just put it that way, man. When he wasn't on the screen, man, the movie got long. He made the movie for me, because I'm telling you, man, Jonathan Majors is that guy. That's what I'm gonna say. He's a good villain. He plays a good guy. It doesn't matter what he's playing.
Right.
And he gets into the role. He's very cerebral too. When you hear him talk about his process in getting into a role or preparing for a role, he's actually a really good listen. You know, when he's being interviewed talking about it, and you can see it shining through. I don't think anybody, and I think you made this point. No one acts better with their face with their facial expression.
Right.
Like he didn't have to say a word and you know everything that's going on.
Yes.
Right? Like he can convey facially.
Right.
Before the words come out.
Right.
He's just good, man. So that was the positive of the movie. The negative.
I was just gonna glow about Jonathan Majors. You know, I don't know. I'm just really impressed with the guy. It just seems like he really soaks in just life in general. Like, I don't know if you've seen various interviews, but one thing that sticks out is like people will ask him, "Why do you carry your own cup?" And basically, his answer was, his mom basically said, "You need to, have your own cup," and that she means that in a figurative sense. But he has a literal cup that he carries around. But he carries a cup to remind himself of what his mom told him, like, you are responsible for your cup, the things that go in your cup, like your life, that kind of deal.
Okay, so, I was wondering what. Okay,
right. So he literally carries a cup with him, like his own cup that he made. He actually made a cup. And he carries his own cup.
That's next level.
And he drinks his own, has his own drinks in that cup. Yeah. But that just constantly reminds him of the things that he's putting into his life. If it's struggles or whatever, he just seems to. I'm just really impressed with the guy, man. Like I've never. I know we're gushing about him, but he's really impressive, as an actor. So, yeah.
I'm glad that he's playing a role in the universe where we get to see him all the time, because Thanos wasn't that. Like they figured out, okay, I guess we'll do Thanos, and we didn't get full range of Thanos. We only got him in 2 movies, right? We didn't get all this set up.
Right.
Kang has the potential of showing up in many, many movies, and he has to stretch again his acting muscles and be completely different versions of this guy.
Right.
And we've already seen 2 versions.
Right. And for people that don't know who Kang is basically Kang the Conqueror is one of many variants of Kang. Right. And Kang is the one that is, I guess, able to be a problem for the other variants. There's other versions of himself because he's been traveling this time, this time stream. And, Marvel has tried to do a job in Loki of saying this time stream. And they even talked about it in Endgame, where they were
branching
off and all that stuff. So so every time it splinters off, there's like another variant of whoever, but like Kang, you recognize that there's just hundreds of variants, and Kang the Conqueror is the problem because he's able, I guess he's just able to take all of the technology, the know-how, the usage of time to conquer. So, and adjust the timeline. So like he's a problem in the MCU. So, so that's why we're talking about different variants. So that's why if you watch Loki, you see Jonathan Majors, and they don't call him Kang. They just call him He Who Remains, because that was a variant. So, yeah.
Jonathan Majors, Kang, excellent.
Yes.
Which leads me into my first negative.
Oh, boy.
Another waste of an exceptional villain. We've seen this before, right? Good villains, horrible movies. Blood and Thunder, most recent one I can think of. Love and Thunder, I'm sorry. Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder, yes.
Christian Bale put it down. But the movie was boo-boo. Jonathan Majors was the only thing keeping this thing alive. And I've seen there was an article I read. They called it the defibrillator, man. The man single-handedly, and others talk about his back should be hurting for carrying the entire movie on it.
That's rough.
Excuse me. And man, so I didn't like, but let me get into why the movie was bad. So that leads me into more negatives. Okay, so we were introduced to actually one of my favorite characters, an obscure character to be sure, a villain. There was some version of a video game, fighting game, where he was featured in it. MODOK, can't remember which one. but he was like a character I played with quite often. MODOK was cool. I like MODOK in the comics. He's ruthless. He's very intelligent. Funny looking to be sure. Hard to get past the baby legs and the really big head.
Right. But menacing.
But don't play.
Right.
That dude he's not to be played with.
Right.
Well, he is here. He is here. They
played with him.
He opened for Thor at Chuckles on open mic night. With the jokes.
Oh.
He opened for Thor. Thor did his set after, apparently, because jokes and jokes and jokes. And the mental organism designed only for killing. That is what MODOK stands for. Now,
mental or mechanical?
It's mental.
It's mental. Mm-hmm. Okay.
He's very intelligent.
Okay, gotcha.
Mental organism designed only for comedy.
Right.
With a K or a C, however because in the comics he was actually MODOK with a C for a minute, computing.
Right. It's mental, like mobile, mechanized.
It's changed.
It's changed.
But mental was like the first because he was his head is so big.
Right.
He's super smart. You know what I'm saying? So
of course,
I go with
big
mental,
head, dude.
big head. So, but he was he did he kill anything? He just told jokes. He
killed
time.
Innocent bystanders.
Yeah.
Like when he first came in.
I didn't even mind the repurposing of his origin to call back to the guy. Darren from the first one.
Right.
But they made him a joke. And I get it. He's funny looking. So I guess they in their mind are thinking, well, let's make him funny. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. They MODOK was an after. Spoiler alert. Forgot to say. Spoiler alert. You don't kill MODOK. What a waste. They did it with Shuma Gorath. They just kind of made him, in the Doctor Strange movie. These
mindless monster.
Yeah, these characters that are staples, and could be used and reused it. They killing them off, but what does death mean anymore now? They just playing with timelines and stuff. He'll probably be back
boy.
Anyway. So,
you slid that one in real fast.
Yeah, I did. I slid it in. So that was a problem. MODOK was a clown, and he shouldn't have been.
And why'd you say that? Like, can you expound on that?
Because
I know there might be people listening that hasn't heard your theory about the multiverse. About killing people off, and it doesn't matter, and it's insignificant.
So the multiverse, I feel like, is going to be an excuse. There are no stakes anymore when death occurs with some of your favorites. Even like we felt that Ash out.
Yes.
In Infinity War, we felt RDJ going down as Iron Man. We felt that, dog. Like, we was like, man, that man gone. Mm-hmm. And I think death now is cheapened it could potentially be cheapened, is what I'm saying. It's
right.
Like, but that's the nature of comics, right? Like they kill and do stuff to sell books and shock value, but only to bring them back because they move the meter. They move the needle, right? Like you can't kill Iron Man and not bring him back, right? Like if anybody dies of note in the comics, just wait a month or two, he'll be back. And so I'm concerned that they're going to use these multiple timelines and these multiple universes or whatever, multiverse, to just willy-nilly just default to bad writing to bring folks back. If you're gonna do it thoughtfully. But I'm concerned. I've been very concerned ever since Endgame, and they've done nothing but prove. I mean, I won't say prove me right, but they've done everything that I figured that they would do. Care less because they got an audience that's gonna come irrespective of how bad any of these movies are. But yeah, there's that. Kang. Next negative. Kang again. Spoiler alert. I'll keep warning you. Kang was dope. Kang is gangster. And he showed his gangster only to be killed or vanquished by ants. I didn't like that. And further, it helped his defeat was, being helped by his defeat was someone in MODOK that was loyal to him because Kang created MODOK in this iteration of MODOK's existence.
Right.
And just decided that because someone on the protagonist side told him to not be a dick, he would just, I'm going to turn against my creator, the one who saved my life.
Right.
So I'm going to help these ants take you out.
Yeah.
They really cheapened Kang in that instance. That irked me to no end.
Yeah.
We had already seen his dopeness. We'd already witnessed a little of what he's capable of, only to be overrun by some mechanical ants that seem to have gone through the portal and advanced faster than everyone who has ever lived in the quantum realm.
Yes. The writing.
Yes,
that
writing.
Yes.
The end credits did nothing to move the universe's story. I don't know where all these people are talking about. Who are these people that feel like it did? We learned nothing that we didn't already know.
Right.
We knew there were gazillion Kangs. We knew that already. We knew that.
Right.
So where are we going? Where are we going? We're still out here in these tumultuous, uncharted waters in a rudderless boat. I have no idea where we're going. And that just seems to be the formula. Trust us. That's the credo down there at Marvel Studios. And again, man, like I was saying, man, more examples of misplaced and unnecessary comedy. Because I did.
It was funny though.
To be sure, it was funny, but it's one of those things where, man, I ain't supposed to be laughing at MODOK, bro.
And we were in the movie.
We were dying.
Theater, we were laughing at
yes. every time. But see, it was kind of like laughing at the ridiculousness of how MODOK looked with them bad CGI, that big wide head.
Yeah, they just stretched his.
Mr. Nuts looked like Mr. Nuts said it looked like his head was like stretched to try to match an aspect ratio, and it didn't fit. It was terrible, and he kept opening. He actually looked more menacing when he kept the mask part on, but he kept wanting to open it up and show his big stupid face.
Well,
so he can make jokes.
And to your point, like if you look at I'm not trying to compare Marvel to DC, but like Darkseid, like when he was fully rendered, it looked like it was a face of stone. They could have made a face instead of it looking like a TV screen.
That's what it made.
It looked like a TV screen.
Like, MODOK doesn't look that stupid on the comics. I mean,
right.
It's like, man,
it looked like an actual face.
Menacing. Yeah.
That would be a horror movie. It would look scary.
He looked real bad. Yeah, right. It was like you'd be scared of that if you saw it. This guy
in real life.
This dude was funny looking.
He was a TV screen. And he kept with arms and legs.
Yeah, this was terrible. Awful,
right?
And they just feel like it's almost as if Disney, and I get it's an Ant-Man movie and it's traditionally funny, but it felt like they were trying to keep it from being too dark. They're so afraid of like real seriousness for extended periods of time without comedy. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're afraid.
Right.
Stop being so afraid. Ant-Man can tell his jokes. But MODOK don't need to be telling no jokes. He was created by a dude who is ruthless, who has conquered many.
Right.
He's not going to create a court jester.
Right.
And that's what they did.
Right.
I could go on and on, but I don't want to dominate. Rowls, continue.
Well, so here's my positives, of course, and I'm going to echo a lot of the things that you've said. Jonathan Majors as Kang, the defibrillator.
Yes.
I mean, he's going to have the opportunity to show his range, his acting range. We got a taste of it in Loki. We got a taste of it here as Kang the Conqueror. And we'll see. Like I'm optimistically cautious, I guess, when it comes to Kang because of this movie. But let me stay on the positives for a second. I'm going to state this again, and I'm going to contradict myself here because when I get into my negatives, it's going to contradict it. But we are still living in a golden age, man. Like, I never would have thought that I would see Kang or MODOK in a movie.
Yeah.
Let me just state that. I'll just get that out the way. when people were talking about like this movie just got raked over the coals in terms of the visual effects, I will say this. The look of the quantum realm looked amazing. Like it looked great. Mm-hmm. But you started to see where, and there was an article written about this where the CGI artists are not happy. They're overworked. They're not getting paid enough. And then the schedule that Marvel Studios is keeping to crank these movies out, they are like taxing them. So like seeing this movie, you can see where they had to, and this is what the article stated, they took them off of Ant-Man to finish up Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Word?
To get those effects.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. And then they had to hurry back to Ant-Man and rush this. So it points out some of the things, some of the corners they cut. Like I would say MODOK, for example. there was some corners cut there for sure.
Yeah.
The buildings that were living buildings, like that kind of took away from the aesthetic of the quantum realm. Like
brutal.
Like when you first saw the quantum realm, it was like, okay, this is really realized, looks really good. Like, things off in the distance. Like there were all these like, I don't know if they were wormholes. I don't know what they were called, but they looked beautiful. Just all kinds of colors, really like realized. I loved it. Like just from a graphic standpoint, loved to see that. But like when you started getting into the characters, I'm just not sure. Like, there wasn't cohesiveness there. And I know I'm diving into some of the negatives here. That's kind of in between there. But I will say the initial look of the quantum realm looked great, despite what people were saying about, it was just trash all the way around. It wasn't trash all the way around. There were moments of greatness, and then there were just moments of like, like scratching your head.
I agree.
Other positive. The trailer for this movie was excellent.
Yeah.
I felt the stakes that Scott Lang was feeling based on the other two movies. He always wanted to have that relationship with his daughter.
Right.
The first movie, he was fighting to get that relationship with his daughter. He was in jail, had to work his way up to get his daughter. Then the second one, that gets ripped away from him because of the events of Infinity War. Mm-hmm. He's stuck in the quantum realm, right? He comes back and his daughter's like, 5 to 10, 5 years older. Years. And now she's a teenager, and it's like, wow, okay. I lost time with my daughter now. Yeah. Time that I've already was trying to get back. And so when I see this trailer, I see that there's a story here, right? Let me get into my negatives.
Yeah.
In terms of the writing, and that's what I'm talking about. Like the trailer sold us a bill of goods. Like I like once we hit the quantum realm, the relationship with his daughter kind of fell apart for me. Like I didn't feel it anymore. He would get mad if Kang threatened his daughter, but what father wouldn't? Like, mm-hmm. Like I thought there was going to be some stakes here. Like either your daughter is not going to make it, or Kang was hinting at it and all that stuff, but I didn't really feel the stakes here. I felt like with the writing, there were just too many characters, not enough development. Cassie was an activist. All of a sudden, she knew how to make these beacons in the basement.
Man, that annoyed me to no end. Like, there's no setup for her genius. Like,
I wanted some of that. Like, there need just like hold on a second, guys. Let's like slow down for a second. If you want me to care about Cassie, let's get her character developed. Make me care about Cassie. The way you make me care about Miss Marvel or any other character that you're introducing, or the new Captain America. Like
those people you named had TV shows.
I know.
That's
okay.
Good.
All right. All right.
So
I'll leave that alone.
Cut corners.
The Wasp. She's dope. She gets lost in this movie. I don't see her half the time. Like, she's just, I'm just going to say a couple of lines.
Facts.
I mean,
they could have just left her off the billing. Yes. Ant-Man in the Quantumania.
Right.
Yeah.
Henry Pym, the original Ant-Man, guys, lost in the movie. Like,
until the end.
Yeah.
And then he was the hero.
This storyline of ants traveling down to the quantum realm, and they somehow skipped, as they were going through the passage, they went off in time somewhere and became technologically advanced.
More so than anything down there. The ants.
Yeah. So Henry Pym is king of this technologically advanced ant race. Okay. All right.
They obey him.
Again, the relationship between Scott and his daughter is lost once we get into the quantum realm. The whole movie, Janet's mom on Kang. Why is she mom on Kang? Like, why won't she tell people about Kang? Why didn't she warn people about Kang? Did she think that if Kang was so formidable and messed up, why is she not alerting people like, hey, we need to shut this down now? Like, shut all of it down. Why are you making beacons? Let me destroy this now.
Agreed.
There could have been some tension there in terms of the writing where either she's trying to kill Kang. Like, there could have been a lot of ways you could have gone with the writing on that one.
Yeah.
And I just felt like, I just really feel like Marvel gets stuck in this loop of, well, we got to do jokes. We got to hit that formula. We got to make it feel like Star Wars. We got to have them in a bar. We got to throw a cameo of
Bill Murray
in there. Had no significance to the storyline at all.
Zero.
This is tough. I love Marvel movies, guys. Like, this is getting tough for me.
Do we love them?
I do.
I mean, lately.
Look. When you were saying phase snore, I'm able again, like you said, I'm able to see the positive into it, and I'm able to seek enjoyment out of these things. There were some offenders. I'm not gonna, we're short on time.
Right.
I'm not gonna go there.
Facts. Yeah.
But essentially, what we're seeing here is this was a dope villain in the wrong movie.
Get ready for
They didn't set up Kang properly. If you were going to go there and you were going to make a change, this movie needed to have a little bit of the humor in it, as Ant-Man does in the first two. And then it starts becoming darker. And I think that's okay.
It's fine.
Because if we're setting this up and we're showing how this dude will walk into a room and suck all the energy out of it, we need to feel it.
Right.
We need to feel like we felt in Infinity War when them credits rolled.
Right.
Like, and again, this is me walking into the movie without any expectations. I wasn't sitting there going, oh, well, Scott's going to die in this one. I walked in blank slate. You show me how we're going to treat Kang here. I'm going to touch on MODOK for a second. Darren Cross gets crushed and sent down to a subatomic level, and he just has jokes for Scott Lang.
That's all he got. Jokes and jokes and jokes.
He puts his baby hand on Scott Lang's face and says, "Thank you for making me an Avenger." I didn't say that. Like, I was dying laughing, but at the same time,
it was pathetic at the same time.
Right.
Yes.
The introduction of that, the way they treated MODOK actually took points away from Kang. You want to know why? Because if MODOK is a creation of Kang and Kang is about that work, why isn't MODOK about that work?
If not worse.
Right.
Because he's trying to be worthy, right, to the person who has saved his life. Right. He might be more of a cutthroat. The right hand man of a boss is always that dude.
Right.
Like, awful to the point where they got to go above and beyond to prove their worth.
Right. It's like Steppenwolf to Darkseid. Like Steppenwolf was a problem till the League, got together and formed Voltron.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a problem.
Yeah. Like Ebony Maw.
Right.
Putting in that work. Wasn't telling no jokes.
Right. I mean, I can go on and on, but like, I will say, I'm gonna throw some shade here.
Throw it.
This movie is giving me No Way Home vibes.
There it is.
And you know why? Because you give me two movies and there's a formula, and I'm okay with the formula. I'm okay with Ant-Man being funny. I'm okay with Luis doing the monologue.
Yes.
The funny monologue.
Flashback
and
joints.
This dude told me this. This dude told me that.
Yeah, me missed that.
And I know with this movie you can't place him in there.
Right.
I get that. And I'm okay with that. But it was like, well, we still want to ramp up the funny, so we're going to use MODOK as a way to be Luis, and it didn't work to me.
Nope.
And it departs
flat.
Yeah, the reason it gives me No Way Home vibes is the same thing with Spider-Man. 1 and 2 was like excellent.
Yeah.
And then 3 was just kind of like we're just going to throw everything at the fan and just see what sticks. And it just completely departs from the tone and energy of that franchise within the MCU. And then my last point, 2 points. Ant-Man beats Kang. I don't see a if Thanos and Ant-Man were squaring off, there would be I mean, there's jokes about that, and I won't get graphic with that, but about how Ant-Man could beat Thanos, but I mean, it'd be some boys kind of stuff, but yeah. And it's all online. You can find it. Whatever. Don't look.
Yeah,
please,
don't do it.
But I don't care what timeline we're in. I do not see where Ant-Man just can square off with Kang. He's too powerful.
They were literally boxing.
There's a Kang dynasty coming, guys. Like, Ant-Man ain't the dude.
No, he's not that one to be.
Captain America is not the dude.
No.
It's gonna. He's a problem for everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah,
he's fought them before.
Yeah, and he's told. He even told them, "I have vanquished many Avengers." That much said it.
But my thing is, if you're a time traveler, you know what punch that dude's gonna throw. In my opinion, but again,
unless it's another variant, you're not
I'm
sure.
nerding out at this point, so
correct,
whatever.
Yeah, he ain't supposed to be fighting Kang. That bottom line. The bottom line.
Last point,
like
man.
Batman v Superman. It's ridiculous.
Last point. Is this how we kicking off Phase 5? This was the first movie.
That's how they're doing it.
A subpar movie for Phase 5?
The best.
That's why we're gonna.
Man, the best movie this year is going to be James Gunn's Guardians. Point blank.
But my point is, he's wrapping up that story. The only way they're going to recover from that is if they put the dopest end credit scene ever. They're going to have to introduce a character. Wolverine's going to have to come out, or Reed Richards, or the Fantastic Four, in order for them to even save face at this point.
Yeah. Because what they gave us at the end of this one was nothing.
Because Guardians, there's no more.
That's it.
I don't know how they're going to end Guardians.
They could end it with a good end credit scene. They could.
Yeah, but in terms of Guardians of the Galaxy, that story is not continuing.
No, that's done. That's done. And
Right.
they'd have to cross paths with somebody. I mean, they'd have to actually run into Norrin Rad out in space.
Oh.
That'd be the only way. That would be the only way. That'd be the only.
That would be sick.
That would be nuts.
That would be nuts. So anyway, that's my positive and negatives. I know we're running short on time. Like, what's your final thoughts,
man? My final thoughts pretty much echo what you said, man. Like, bruh, where are we going, man? Like, what are you gonna do to fix this? This movie wasn't good, man. This movie is a D, and it would have been a complete flop had it not been for Jonathan Majors. A complete flop had it not been for his acting.
Yeah.
And his portrayal of Kang. And sadly, he went out kind of bad. But the only thing that, helps me cope with that is that, he'll be back.
Well, and the thing is, I don't think he died in the movie.
No, but
he's coming back.
He got
he's gonna be
in
mad.
such a way that it was just so corny.
Yeah, yeah. He's gonna be angry. I don't know how to. You were already at the subatomic level.
Yeah,
did you go deeper?
Yeah, I don't know how far. At what point you just disappeared, disintegrated? At some point,
I don't know. Like I don't know what happened there. Like his death was kind of like
he kind of just disappeared. Yeah, it didn't.
You
really
just got
go
sucked into another hole.
That's right.
And it's like
that's right.
I thought we were at the end of the hole.
Yeah, I thought we were at the bottom.
The quantum realm is the bottom of the hole, right? Like there's nothing else. Like okay, right.
D.
Yeah. Since you're using letter grades, man, I have to agree with you. I said 5 out of 10, but
that's
since we're doing letter, well,
I couldn't give it an F just because of Jonathan Majors. I
couldn't. Yeah,
I couldn't give it an F, but I would have.
Right.
Had it not been for Jonathan Majors, F.
Yeah. I mean, basically, my last point, man. Marvel Studios needs to get back to basics. They had the formulas were there. Even if you were lockstep with some of the Disney formulas, you were doing it in a pace and a cadence that felt good in phases 1 through 3.
You know what the basics are, though?
Phase 4.
Basics is get that paper. See, the basics change. When you starting with Iron Man and you got to try to build something.
But you got Civil War. You got
I know that.
Winter Soldier.
I know that. But man, they were trying to work with what they had. They established a fan base. They don't got to do that no more. The basis is now we'll just churn it out. Man, we got people out here that don't care. Move the story along and we're good. And they know it. They know that. Okay. The basics is get this paper.
All right, well, I'll stop
sell them toys. That's what it is.
Here's my thing.
The movies aren't for me anymore.
Right.
I just have to come to grips with they ain't for me, man.
Right. And I think it's okay to identify with that. I mean,
yeah,
and I know it's for kids. I think my kids would watch this and go, "Oh, this is awesome."
Yo, it is great.
Yeah, but
my son didn't even want to see it.
Well,
maybe I need to follow his lead.
Yeah. I'll just keep it there, but I'm here for it. I mean, I'm gonna watch this stuff. I'm
all
still,
of it. We're gonna watch
I'm
it all.
still I am still investing in, not monetarily, but I'm still investing in the Marvel story. I'm concerned at this point.
It's FOMO now.
Yeah,
you just don't want to. They got us. You don't want to miss.
No Way Home, Doctor Strange, Love and Thunder, and this. That's 4 movies that I'm just kind of like.
Black Widow.
I liked Black Widow.
Oh, you did. Oh,
in comparison to all of these.
Oh, yeah.
Black Widow was pretty solid.
Yeah. I didn't. I mean,
as a spy movie, just looking at it as a spy movie.
Yeah.
Take everything away.
Yeah, I just didn't care about the character because she was 7 years late. And
we're not gonna.
I know what you're saying. I got you.
That.
But we're just talking about in terms of quality of movie.
Yes.
Okay.
No Way Home came out.
I feel you.
Then Doctor Strange.
Yeah. Trash.
And then I guess there was a period where it was like, I don't mind the TV shows. To be honest with
the TV shows are actually better than the movies were in the phase.
Yeah, the Disney Plus shows I've enjoyed. Variants there, but in terms of
Eternals,
movies,
boo boo.
Oh gosh, oh my gosh,
it's just.
But I could. I don't know. That's tough because I'm trying to. I would say this would edge Eternals.
Oh,
for sure. Just because Kang. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it, because Eternals got a straight F.
Right.
Yeah. Because nobody was interesting in Eternals. Nobody. Not one single character was interesting in Eternals. Right. Not one.
Please, Marvel. This character you have is gold. This villain you have is gold. Do not. Please don't.
Strike one.
I don't want to see Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck's coming through the...
All right.
Man, give us your thoughts out there. You know where to find us at, man. We love to hear what I mean, I know it's late and you've been waiting on us to, provide our opinion. Please, 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 let us know what you think. You know where to find us. It's going to be a long phase. Do you remember right offhand, what all is in this phase. We get
Guardians
the
of the
Guardians, and then we getting Blade.
No.
Blade. No.
Captain America.
Armor Wars, correct?
Down, like they pushed that.
They did
next year.
Yeah, they've been pushing a bunch of stuff, but does it mean next year could still be within the same phase? Is what I'm saying.
Oh yes,
I can't remember.
Yeah, this phase won't end with this year. No.
Right.
Yeah. No. The next 2 years it's.
Well, you talk about strike one, y'all. Strike one. I mean, there's some people out there that liked it, but I tend to side with the critics on this one. This was a boob. This is a boob. But not you, Jonathan Majors. Not you.
And we're in the minority, by the way. It's 84%.
I know.
And I know Rotten Tomatoes is not the.
Yeah, that ain't
can't be the best gauge.
It can't be the benchmark. Nah. Yeah. But yeah, we are in the minority. But I'm used to it personally. I'm used to it. So man, let us know what you think, man. And yeah, until next time, people, we will holler at you.
Yeah.